I know I'm taking out my Meek Mill braids because I had a wig on, so that's why my hair looks like this. I'm actually headed to go get a silk press, actually a professional one. So come on with me. I'm running a little late, so come on, let's go. All right, I have arrived to Texture Press. Texture Press is a New York-based salon experience specializing in healthy hair education, silk presses, and blowouts, catering to Black and brown women. So I knew I needed to book an appointment because I found them on Instagram and I saw nothing but type 4 kinky curly hair that they were working on. So made an appointment ASAP. Now, during this clip, I'm speaking with the owner, Ebony. She's just trying to get an idea of who I am and how I manage my hair on a day-to-day basis. What is my lifestyle like, so she can know how to further process my hair. So she's asking questions like, what type of shampoo do you use? Do you work out often? Do you drink enough water? When you shampoo your hair and condition your hair, do you put the conditioner on your scalp? So she asked a lot of questions and she wanted to just really understand who I was. And in the next clip, she gives a ton of advice and she gives a detailed plan of how she's going to move forward. And this is what I want you all to hear.
Okay, so in an effort to help combat what's going on with our dry scalp, again, I'm going to encourage you to increase your water intake, okay? And every once in a blue moon, unfortunately, we don't have time today, but I would encourage you, like maybe the next time you either are here or you're in any other stylish chair, or even at home, to do a hot oil treatment, because maybe that can give your scalp a preset, right? What you know about low porosity hair is that heat does what? Hard, okay, so heat opens up the hair shaft and allows product to penetrate, right? That's why heat is important to low porosity hair. Same for your scalp when it comes to a hot oil treatment. The heat from either like the heat cap, or if you sit underneath a hooded dryer, the heat from the element of heat, from those tools will open up the pores on your hair shaft, open up the pores on your scalp, and allow the product to deeper penetrate and maybe give you a little bit longer lasting moisture, so that we're not ending up with like flakes, dandruff, and things of that nature, okay? When you use conditioner, are you putting it on your scalp and your hair, or just your hair?
Both.
Okay. No more conditioner on our scalp, okay? Because what can happen is it's very much so possible that your scalp is being reactive from overclogging of your pores, having applied conditioner to your scalp, right? And so when your scalp, after you shampoo and your scalp is like freshly clean, it's more susceptible to absorbing product, right? And you don't want it to hold on to sometimes that's what I'm looking for, like the glycerins and the heavy adjectives or ingredients that come with conditioner, okay? And so in an effort to keep it light, use an oil as opposed to conditioner, okay? If you have to oil if you do feel like your scalp is dry like soon after shampooing, I would maybe try to wait at least like 2 days before you start applying any oils onto your scalp, okay? And also possibly using something with some like cleansing agents like peppermint, eucalyptus, to kind of lift any debris or break up any product buildup on your scalp, okay? We're gonna start with a clarifying shampoo today because I wanna give your scalp a really, really, really good cleanse, your hair as well. And I know that low porosity hair tends to need more moisture, but you cannot forget protein, okay?
I'm afraid of it.
I know, and I get it, right? And understandably so, because a few things, right? So if an influencer advises any one particular protein-focused product make her hair hard, it could be, although they are an influencer, that doesn't necessarily make them a professional, and they don't always know when their hair needs protein, right? But that's not just influencers, that's people in general, right? So any feedback when it comes to protein, you kind of want to be mindful of, how much gauge did this person have on whether or not their hair actually needed protein during that wash. Because what a lot of us don't recognize, is that a lot of these major brands will say that their product is moisture focused when it's loaded with protein ingredients, right? So like your coconut oil, your almond oil, your avocado oil, your shea butter, your Jamaican black castor oil, those are all protein enriched and will help build up the strength in your hair, which is great. But if you're overutilizing it, then that will put you in a position to experience excessive breakage. Your hair will not have the kind of sheen that you could experience if you had the balance between moisture and protein. And it'll also start to knock out the curl, right? Or the definition, in your curl, and overutilization of protein. You know what keratin treatments are?
Kinda.
Okay.
Like, I put it along with chemical treatments.
Okay, so keratin treatments are a super concentrated form of protein to help smooth out the cuticle and temporarily knock out the texture so that you have a looser texture, right? And so if you're thinking along the lines of protein is another word for keratin treatments knock out the texture in your hair, and overutilization of protein will put you on the scale of like inevitably keratin treatment. Does that make sense?
That might be why my curls are loosening up. I might been using these products that have all of that in it.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
But add to that, right? We kind of need to take into consideration we're overdue for
everything.
And so she feels a little thirsty with all the moisture that we're consistently using. She does feel a little thirsty. So I am going to use a protein focused shampoo, but we'll use a moisturizing conditioner. And again, unfortunately, we don't have time for an actual treatment just because it wasn't booked. But next time when we see each other again, hopefully the hydration treatment will be something that we can take advantage of. Because again, that heat will open up the pores on your hair shaft. The moisturizing conditioner will be able to better penetrate and give you long-lasting moisture. In addition to the fact that the steam from the hydration treatment is going to be pumping water, literally pumping water into the hair shaft for you. And again, allowing you to retain moisture for longer periods of time. Any allergies? No. Okay. We can go over to the shampoo. How did your hair feel now?
It feels like that same effect that peppermint gives, like fresh and just airy.
All right, so that's good for your scalp, but how does your hair feel?
It feels light and fluffy.
Well, touch it for me.
Oh yeah.
Soft, yeah?
You could just tell how it's sitting on my scalp. That it feels exactly how it.
Like and airy, like how you were describing it. Yeah. Okay, so let me ask you a question. When you're done shampooing and conditioning, when you're using your main choice products, is this comparable to how it feels when you rinse out your conditioner?
Yeah.
Okay. So now what I want you to gauge, right, from here on out, is after I use any particular product, how long does my hair stay soft for? Okay? Alright, so we're going to use our backup leave-in conditioner. This is the Sexy Hair So You Want It All. And the reason I chose this one is because, again, another product that has both moisture and protein in it. So coconut and soy are our protein adjuvants in this product. Argan oil is what's going to give us a nice slip when we go to detangle. It also has components to be heat protectant as well, so that this way we're protecting your hair from heat, from the blow dry stage. Okay? So we don't have any issues with heat damage.
Is there such thing as your hair purging and coming back a new texture? Is that even a thing?
I don't know if that necessarily has anything to do with your hair purging, but yes, your hormones, climate, and porosity, or how your hair takes protein and moisture, can alter the texture of your hair, right? Remember we said too much protein can loosen the texture of your hair?
Right. My hair is totally different from 2 years ago when I first became natural.
How so?
It used to be, if you put an equal style on my hair, it would make a real tight curl. Now it's like wavy. And everything's looser now. Like how you were able to just kind of pull it up, like what you're doing now, make it apart. You could never do that. Like the curls were so tight. You had to go little by little. And now it's like you can just part right through it. It's looser.
Are you married to the main choice?
No.
Okay. So I would at least consider making a switch.
Okay.
But also do me a favor and when you get home, DM me a picture of what your products look like at home. Okay. So that we can kind of go through and take inventory of what you may need to change, what you can put on the back burner, and what you can use now.
As you're looking at my hair, how is it since it's been 3 years since I shaved my hair and have not had any professional help?
How is it in terms of health?
Yeah,
Overall health?
From a stylist, professional point of view. Is it healthy? What is it from your point of view?
It's definitely in need of some TLC,
Okay.
right? Some professional TLC, and that's not to take away from what you've been doing at home. I think it's fair to say that left to your own devices, you've done the best that you can, but together, right, with what you know to be true of your hair now, what I know to be true of hair in general, I think that the combination between the two will put you in a much better position to maybe even retain a little bit better or tighter, curls, right? Continue your growth. More easily manageable hair that may be shedding less, or at least we'll be able to like go through a little bit of trial and error as long as we're on this journey together to try and figure out how we can get to those things. If ever we have to detour, maybe we can also like together try and dissect why, right? Because getting an understanding of those things will put us in a better position to come up with a treatment plan.
Right. Okay.
But it'll start with the products that you're using and increasing your water intake, especially because now life is about to get crazy for you, right?
Yes.
Like there are going to be opportunities and times where, sleep may be second hand.
It started.
And so the stresses of life, we want to get you in a good habit of drinking more water so that even if you digress to a half a gallon, you're still in a much better position than going from a half a gallon to a quarter of a gallon.
Right.
Does that make sense?
So you think I should aim for maybe a gallon a day now?
But don't start with going for a gallon a day now, right? Right now, start with doing 64 ounces plus another 8 ounces, right? And then by the time we see each other again, hopefully you will have increased to maybe an additional 16 ounces. But I don't want you to overwhelm yourself with that goal, right? In addition to all of the other things I'm going to ask you to do when it comes to maintenance for your hair.
Right. Okay.
As you see, this was extremely educational. Once she had my hair in section, she placed me under the dryer for a few moments just to allow my hair to dry a little bit without using the blow dryer as much.
Okay. So this is a wax stick. What it's going to do is it's going to just slow down the reversion around your perimeter, right? Like the perimeter is where we tend to get curly first, and so this is just to slow that down a little bit.
We have made it to the fun part, getting my hair prepped for my ends to be clipped. Yay! Now look, during 2020, I did not take care of my hair properly like I should have. I did not clip my ends as often as I should have. And plus, even when I did cut my ends, I didn't do it like a professional should have. So I have a lot of dead hair, and she's going to take care of all of that. I'm going to let this run on fast forward just so you can see how she straightened my hair and prepped it for clipping. Okay, I'm back home. She pinned up my hair for me because it's like rainy and drizzling and stuff outside. So she pinned it up and put a plastic cap on, and I just went home. You want to see how it looks taken down? All right, let's take it down and see. I am so excited. I haven't seen my hair like this in forever, y'all. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. And she had to cut a lot of length off, a whole lot of length, because, you know, I'm not a professional and I've never had my hair professionally trimmed before, but wow, you guys. Wow. Oh my gosh, hold on. All right, so here's my hair. The first time I've ever straightened, got a silk press ever since my natural hair journey. This is what it looks like. I'll turn around so you all can see the back. So I'm going to maintain this by just using flexi rods. So I'm going to actually flexi rod it right now. I'm not going anywhere, and I can see that it's already starting to get the humidity in it, and it's starting to like puff up. I like that look, honestly, so it doesn't bother me, but I'm just in the house, so I'm going to just flexi rod it. I really love the fact that she is all about healthy hair, because I feel like my hair just feels and looks healthy. The length check that I did right before I went to her, my hair was like down here, and so that's how much length she had to cut off, because I didn't do my trims appropriately, and we have all been stressed out this year. I know I have, so I neglected my hair a lot this year. I wore braids for the entire summer, so you know, hey, that comes with the game. But this is a healthy length, you know, so I'm perfectly happy with my experience. Let's see, so this is a very good authentic length check. So it's like right below my collarbone basically, and before it was like down here. So keep up with your hair, you guys. You know, I lost a good about 4 inches, but that's okay, totally fine with me as long as I got healthy hair. All right, so you all asked for it, you got it. Here is your silk press on my hair. I'm definitely going to be going to her for my trims and everything, as much as she requires me to go. As far as getting my hair straightened often, no, probably like twice a year. But as far as going to her for maintenance and everything, yes, I'm there. I need her to take care of my hair. And finding someone that could do that was such a struggle in New York City. I don't know why it was so hard, but the Instagram sponsored ads work, you all. That's how I found her. It was a sponsored Instagram ad, and I followed Texture Press so quick. So if you're in New York City or the tri-state area, I highly suggest Textured Press. I will link all of the information in the description box. The owner's name is Ebony, and she is wonderful. I'm pretty sure the whole team is wonderful, so go to whoever. I highly suggest going there and letting them just do your hair needs, your upkeep, your ends clipped, and that's only if you're in this area. And it is a pop-up. So what that means is you have to subscribe to the newsletter and keep out look out for it on your email, and make sure you are up to date of what's going on their social media platforms, because what happens is they pop up at different times of the year, and then you book your appointment online, and that's it. And they're probably in town for like maybe 3 weeks during that duration that they're taking appointments. And then she does education online and through social media, and then they pop up again and you book your appointment. So just make sure you subscribe to the newsletter so you can know when the pop-ups are, and get your hair taken care of. Like, if I would have gotten someone to help me along the way, especially throughout 2020, or gotten my ends clipped before all the craziness happened, maybe this year I wouldn't have had to lose so much length. But I am totally okay with that because it's nice and healthy, and I highly suggest you check her out, Ebony at Textured Press, and just keep your hair up. Get someone professionally to keep your hair. We can look on YouTube all we want, but it's nothing like a good professional. So highly recommend. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. Thumbs up. All right, y'all. That is it. You see my hair straightened. You probably won't see it like this for a very long time. Maybe another 3 years or so. Probably. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.